squeaky as fuck because I don't know what. All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to get all infinite praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Chakaradash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of the bishops and constituents of the earth that pushing and teaching the truth, and salutations to the hopeful elect, scored across the forms of the earth. All right, now I'm coming back to you through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shemel Shai, now the lesson exaltation, Lord's what is quick and edifying and straight to the point. And y'all see the title of the video, it's one of those videos. And in case that people don't know, as for us in the truth, or brothers that may not be paying attention on social media as that much, you know, uh, paying attention to what's going on, especially here in quote unquote South Carolina, and what they're doing over there in Myrtle Beach, where the elder Manas Zapbot out of his channel name is GMF South Carolina '08. He is stationed out there in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where he preached at. And of course, he mentioned it many times before. And of course, it is bike week. Over there in Myrtle Beach, they're doing bike week. And from a Jake down here where I'm from, where I, quote unquote where I'm from, just before quote unquote bike week, it been a couple weeks ago, really. He asked me if I want to go to bike week or whatever, and he showed me a flyer, and it shows multiple events that's going on. So bike week is not just one. It's not just one event that's going to go that's going to take place over there in Myrtle Beach. At least I think so, if I'm not mistaken. Right, but it's multiple events that Jake is going to go to. Right, and it's mainly Jake. It's mainly Jake. It's the summer, quote unquote, and Jake is going to want to do wicked shit, especially in the summer. You know what I'm saying? And the shit that Jake does, I'm mainly talking about this generation right now, Gen Z. Gen Z. I'm mainly talking about them. This generation is so fucked up in the head. Like, we know that this generation is through. We know that this generation is completely lost without Yahweh Shemal Shai. But the way they are completely wicked. And what I'm saying, Lowe's Wood is maybe a quick video. You know what I'm saying? It's, just something I want to report on. But anyways, things that happened that I've seen so far, at a quote unquote bike week, you got niggas, of course, that always going on. Niggas run away from police and shit like that. Niggas doing wicked shit. Just heard about a shooting, right? And it's been a shooting down here where I'm at. Recently, my rib told me about it. So like my rib told me about it, and it's really what somebody at her family. She told me that her uncle nephew, right, got shot because Jake was trying to rob another Jake. You know what I'm saying, for a sword, for a gun, and got his ass popped up. All right, in Murder Beach, going back to Murder Beach, you got people reckoning to each other. You know what I'm saying, not paying attention to shit. You know what I'm saying, acting the ass, acting a fucking fool out there. And then on top of all that shit, you got females, young females, these YBs, these young bitches, YHs, young hoes, 304s, straight up giving. They're going up and down the totem pole in front of people. Matter of fact, fucking, I'm being real about it. This bitch was dead ass giving a nigga head in broad daylight in front of people. Nigga had a windows down while a group of people with their phones out recording this bitch giving this nigga head. Hey man, hey, this shit needs to fucking stop. It needs to stop. You know what I'm saying? We definitely agree with it, but it needs to stop. But it's not going to stop only for the sake of prophecy, and they're going to continue to do it. But for what reason? So that the Lord can kill them, so the Lord can judge them, so the Lord can destroy them. Cause that shit is fucking diabolical, man. How far of a people that we come? How? You know what I'm saying? Like it truly it's mind boggling. It's mind boggling. But of course, with this truth, understanding the scriptures, and of course, it's ought to be simple to understand that it's adultery, and then not even that. It's just fucking thing you're doing in front of people. The modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. And I've just been speaking on Sodom earlier in my last video. You see, and this is shit that is going on, and people do not find nothing. This generation do not find it wrong whatsoever. Fucking ever. That's the sad thing about it. But when the Lord comes to judge them, when the Lord comes to put them to death, it's gonna be nothing else to say. It's gonna be nothing. It's gonna be nothing but praises to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Bashim Shai, called Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai. That's all you really gonna be hearing. All right, that's all you really could be hearing. It's all praises to Yahweh Bashim Shai, Barakatah Yahweh Bashim Shai, for killing these people for their wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Just going right into the scriptures, man. And like I said, I don't want this to go too long. Just something to report on. All right. The book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 8, and it reads, Behold, the eyes of the Lord Yahweh are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. For lo, I will command, and I will shift the house of Israel among all nations. Like as corn is shifted in the sheaf, yet should not the least grain fall upon the earth. And here's the point here. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. All right. Let me get it in the NOT. Let me get it in the NOT. Amos 9 and verse 10, NOT. But all the sinners will die by the sword. All those who say nothing bad will happen to us. Right? All the sinners will die by the sword. All the sinners of the Lord's people, of Yahweh Shema Shai's people, Yasharala, all the sinners, they're going to be put to death. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's your 2/3 for you. That's your 2/3 for you. The ones that want to stay in this world, that want to stay to please this world, to please these people, just to give a show for these people for the sake. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I don't understand it whatsoever. Like they've been doing this shit ever since Rome, Greek. Again, going back to Sodom. Sodom. Just completely fucking wicked, man. Completely fucking wicked. And then when you start telling them about themselves and try to tell them about, oh, that's wrong or whatever the case may be, that's adultery. That's same sex marriage. So you be in a mo, right? You know what I'm saying? And then with these bitches with these colorful fucking wigs and shit, looking like fucking clowns, right? It just everything is out of order. Everything is completely out of order. That's why Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's why the Heavenly Father got to send his son Yahushai to kill these people, man. To kill these people. That's what the Lord gonna do. For any person that got that desire in them to just be lustful like that, to just let yourself go like that. That is fucking ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous, man. It's a fucking shame. It's really a shame. Let's see. Let me get this out. The book of Mark, chapter 8. Mark chapter 8 and verse 34. And it reads, and we had called the people unto him with his disciples also, he said unto them, whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. Right? For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's sake, the same shall save it. Right? How do you save your life? By caring about this world. How do you lose your life? Right? By not giving a damn about this world. By completely denying this world. Despising this fucking world, man. This wicked ass fucking world. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? How do you lose your soul? By giving your thoughts over to Satan with the demons that you plague your mind with. How do you completely enacting upon the demons that is in you? You acting upon your demons. That's you saving your life. That's you giving off your soul, selling your soul. Not just taking the bag, not just taking the bag. Hell no. Taking the bag is another thing, but you giving your soul over to Satan and allowing him to take over your soul to let you just be any kind of way you want, be any kind of demon you fucking want, that is fucking wicked. That is completely wicked. And these are things that is literally so simple to understand. For goodness sake, the Lord sent his prophets so that y'all can understand, so they can explain it to you. But y'all don't want to listen to the prophets. And the prophets with Elder Manasseh Zalbach, I won't count the other quote unquote prophets, right? And I say quote unquote prophets because they false prophets. He just posted a video. Well, I think he posted it yesterday. My mistake. But he posted a video yesterday. If I'm not mistaken, let me go back and look. If anything, I got it right here. Yeah, yesterday he posted yesterday of at the ICGJC at the ICGJC right out there and on a boardwalk. Why would he be walking there? They don't never, I mean never ever come out. You never see them guys really. And now all of a sudden they want to come out. All of a sudden they want to fucking come out. It's so much words. So much words. So much. I'm gonna keep reading though. Verse 38, main point. And it reads, whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels. Do anybody other than those that knows, does anybody knows how the Lord will come? Do anybody knows when Yahweh Shai and Michael Allah and the rest of the angels will come and destroy this place? I don't think y'all truly know. I don't think y'all truly understand. You know what I'm saying? I don't think any single person upon this planet Earth truly understands. I mean, I know that for a fact. Not a single soul truly understands the day of the Lord, the day of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. And we're his prophets. We're his prophets, and we just truly waiting for that day. But how gruesome and how bad it will be, we don't have a vivid thought on that. We don't have a vivid thought on that. So why you think we coming to warn you of this stuff? You see? But that's why the Lord had to send his prophets to make sure that y'all hear it. If y'all turn your heads, hold on, I'm real quick, Salakia. And I don't believe I brought it out in the last video I did, so I'm gonna read it for sure. Right? For the ones that, you know what I'm saying, what I said. I look forgot what I just said, but you know what I'm saying, the reason I brought it out is definitely this, right? But if I remember what I said, for the ones that turn their heads away from this truth, right? From the prophets on the highways and hedges, Ezekiel 33 and verse 33. And when all this come to pass, when every single thing that the prophets through the spirit of power Yahweh Shemel Shai said and prophesied in the name of Yahweh Shemel Shai, through the spirit of power Yahweh Shemel Shai, when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. And the scriptures literally speak for themselves. You can't I just don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. This thing is ought to be simple to our people, but it's the mere fact. How the scripture say, they living in gross darkness the people. Right? Isaiah 16 verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. Darkness is cover the whole earth. All right, spiritually, not just yet physically. But the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Y'all gonna know the day of the Lord if you don't know it now. Right? Now, let me get this real quick, then I'll end it. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, and verse 14. And it reads, the great day of the Lord Yahweh is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord Yahweh, the mighty man, shall cry there bitterly. Right? Even the men, Esau's army, when they see Yahushai coming with the angels and the chariots, just like how it says in the book of Second Ezra, chapter 13, where they're gonna be scared, but there's fight. They could be scared as shit, but the Lord gonna put upon their spirit. The Lord gonna put upon their spirit. You're gonna put the spirit upon their general, their commander, and tell them, "Hey, fight anyway, fight anyway, take that thing down." Hey, give me 1 second. I see a damn dog real quick in my yard. Hold on. Salaki for that. All right. Verse 15. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble, distress. It's like a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord Yahweh's wrath. But the whole land shall be but the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. For he shall make even a speedy riddance of all them that dwell in the land. How you dwell in the land? Physically, but also spiritually, by giving your whole life over to demons. You know, the things that he teach, the philosophies that he teach, right? That's that wine for you. That's that Babylonian wine out of that golden cup, right? But anyways, like I said, I didn't want to make this long. It's already 20, about 22 minutes. So yeah, man. Hey man, it's the fucking the wickedness that's going on upon this place. It will drive Drake mad, right? It would drive Jake fucking mad because how vexing this shit is. But what does Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6 say? Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, man. All right. And not knowing this word, we will be fucking mad. We will literally lose our fucking minds, man. All right. So this how we stay afloat. This how we always, you know what I'm saying, know what's going on and know how to stay calm and know how to stay, you know what I'm saying, humble at the end of the day. You see? So yeah, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Lord's word, I was edified. To the next time, it's Shalom in the bubble ball. Until the next Shalom. Stay humble, stay prayed up, and stay blessed out there.